People who remember Southern California in the 1940s know the smog was black, thick, and literally choking the life out of our region. I'm State Senator Ed Hernandez. The people of our great state did not stand for terrible air pollution. So in the years that followed, California went on to lead the nation in creating air quality standards. The result was a dramatic improvement in air quality and in the health of our citizens. But in the 1940s, California had 2.8 million vehicles. Today, we have more than 30 million. So now more than ever, we must continue to look for cleaner, more efficient transportation options. In this episode of Destination Forward, we'll check on the status of our air quality and talk with people on the front lines fighting for clean air.
AQMD is the clean air agency for much of Southern California. Our job is very simply to clean the air, improve air quality so that it meets federal health-based standards and the air is healthy to breathe.
Today, our region's air pollution is monitored and regulated by South Coast AQMD, a recognized world leader in pollution control. And while our air quality has improved, there are more vehicles than ever, and our region is impacted by pollution from an ever-growing goods movement industry.
Much of the goods movement industry is powered by diesel, whether it's diesel trucks, diesel locomotives, and looking, say, 20 to 30 years into the future, in order to meet air quality goals, we're going to have to move towards more of a zero-emission goods movement system. And of course, that's going to be quite a challenge.
And the staff at South Coast AQMD is tackling that challenge head-on. Recently, I got a behind-the-scenes look at the latest technology in fighting air pollution. Thanks for having me here. First of all, tell me what you do here.
This is the South Coast Air Quality Management District's Air Quality Laboratory. It's one of the largest and most sophisticated laboratories of its kind in the country. What we do here is we analyze air samples taken from across our 4-county, 10,000 square mile area. We do this for several different reasons. One of them is to track our progress in improving air quality over the years and the decades. We also want to know exactly what pollutants and chemicals are in the air that we're breathing. We also do this for special monitoring studies. If a community has a particular concern about a nearby facility or even a nearby freeway, our technicians can go in the field, capture a sample, and bring it back here for analysis so we know exactly what is in the air.
After seeing the technology, I wanted to know how it's being used to help people in our community who are affected the most by pollution. My concern is if you look at these communities that are along freeways, sometimes they're some of the poorest communities that have the highest incidences of chronic diseases like diabetes and high blood pressure.
As you mentioned, many environmental justice areas are along freeways and busy roadways. AQMD has done several projects installing air filters in classrooms that are close to heavily traveled roadways. This has proven to be an effective way to reduce especially fine particulate pollution.
Oftentimes, when people think of managing air pollution, statewide restrictions on vehicles and industry probably come to mind, but there are other air pollution controls that might surprise you. Mark Christoffels works with the Alameda Corridor East Construction Authority, and they're building an underpass here at Baldwin Avenue. Tell me about ACE. What is ACE?
We're known as the Alameda Corridor East Construction Authority, or ACE for short. Okay. We're very unique. We're a government entity that was actually formed by 31 cities in the San Gabriel Valley working cooperatively to solve transportation issues, and specifically the issues of traffic coming out of the ports of Long Beach and LA, the increased rail activity, and of course the detrimental impacts to the local communities in the San Gabriel Valley. Our purpose is to build railroad grade separations, separating the road from the railroad tracks, so that we can reduce the congestion levels in the San Gabriel Valley and the communities that are impacted.
An example of ACE's work can be seen here at Baldwin Avenue.
Baldwin Avenue is a north-south arterial, and it is bisected by Union Pacific Railroad's tracks. A lot of rail, freight rail specifically, comes through this area, and 28,000 vehicles a day are in Baldwin, and they get stopped on a regular basis by these tracks.
When the underpass at Baldwin Avenue is complete, it will reduce pollution from idling vehicles and will lead to faster response time for police and fire personnel. Tell me about the cost and who pays for it and how is it funded?
This one is being funded through a state bond measure, specifically Proposition 1B. And this is definitely one of those projects that we tout where the voters had some confidence in us as legislators and residents and so forth. And we are under construction, and it is fully funded with Prop 1B funds for the construction phase.
Another worthy project in the San Gabriel Valley, but more importantly, the taxpayer dollars are going to good use here.
Absolutely.
So, good. I want to thank AQMD and the Alameda Corridor East Construction Authority. As our region continues to grow, more cars will clog our roadways, and gasoline engines still contribute a significant amount of CO2. That's why the work transportation officials are doing throughout the state is vital to all of us. To learn more, visit sen.ca.gov/Hernandez. I'm State Senator Ed Hernandez. Thanks for watching.